Stonecraft. Texture for living. Since 1969, Stonecraft has been recognized as an industry leader of manufactured stone. Stonecraft uses natural mineral oxides to tint the stone, giving the product depth and color range needed to simulate the look and appeal of natural stone. Our patented mold-making process uses actual stones to create realistic-looking molds that are geologically accurate in texture and detail. Made from the components of real stone, shale, Portland cement, aggregate, and natural mineral oxides, Stonecraft is designed to survive the freeze-thaw weather cycle without cracking or fading. Offered in a variety of distinct profiles and over 40 different colors, Stonecraft stone veneer can be used in a variety of home applications. Here are all the tools that you will need to complete your Stonecraft project. 15-pound saturated rag felt or ASTM 226, 2.5-inch or higher galvanized lath, roofing nails or staples, type N or S masonry cement, masonry sand, spray bottle, hammer, mason's trowel, wide mouth nippers, grout bag, small whisk broom, mixing tub, striking tool, and square notch trowel. First, determine the total square footage of the project. Multiply the length times the height of each surface area to be covered, and then deduct the area of all openings, such as doors and windows. Remember, an extra quantity of stone is desirable for best fitting, cutting, and trimming. Stonecraft can be installed on clean masonry surfaces, painted, poured in place, or sealed masonry surfaces. For installation over sheetrock, wallboard, paneling, plywood, or other rigid sheathing, cover the wall surface with a weather-resistive barrier. 15-pound saturated rag felt or ASTM 226. Apply barrier to the wall horizontally. The upper layer should overlap the lower layer by no less than 2 inches. Make sure the vertical joints overlap by 6 inches. Next, install metal lath over the weather-resistive barrier. Use either 2.5-pound diamond mesh expanded metal lath or 18-gauge woven wire mesh. Make sure that lath sides and ends overlap by 1 inch with the small cups pointing upwards. You can attach the lath using galvanized nails or staples 6 inches on center vertical and 16 inches on center horizontally. Fasteners should penetrate studs by a minimum of 1 inch. The lath should overlap inside and outside corner by 16 inches. Double wrap metal lath a minimum of 16 inches around all inside and outside corners. Using type N mortar mix for stone veneer, apply a 1/2 inch thick scratch coat to the entire lath surface and allow it to set. To prepare the mortar, use type N or S mortar and sand mixture or approved premix mortar. For more detailed information on mixing mortar, please visit our website at stonecraft.com. Lay out the stone to ensure a balanced pattern of shapes, sizes, and colors from which to work. We recommend a minimum of 25 square feet, that's 2 to 3 boxes, to ensure a balanced mix. As you work, continue to select the stones from different boxes to maintain a balanced look. In a standard grouted application, you will install the stone from the top down. This helps keep the stone clean during the installation process. Always make sure that you install the corners first for ease of installation. Corner pieces have a long and short return and should be alternated in opposite directions on the wall corner. Stones should be installed with uniform size grout joints. Use 1/2 inch as your guide. Take care to avoid long, straight, unbroken joint lines. Frequently stagger the joint lines both horizontally and vertically. When installing horizontal profiles like heritage or ledge stone, Snap chalk lines every 8 to 12 inches as a guide for keeping the installation level. For the best fit, stones can be cut or shaped using a hatchet, wide-mouthed nippers, or mason's trowel edge. Straight cuts can be made with a diamond or carbide-tipped saw blade. Make sure to turn cut edges so that they are not visible. Mortar can be used to help conceal the cut edges. Gently wet the scratch coat and stone veneer. First, install the corners, then the flat stones. Using a mason's trowel, cover the entire back of the stone with a 1/2 inch layer of mortar. This is called buttering the stone. Apply the stone to the scratch coat. Pressing firmly, gently move the stone back and forth so the mortar oozes out around all edges. After the stone has been applied to the wall surface, use a grout bag to fill the joint with mortar, forcing grout into any voids. If any mortar accidentally gets on the stone face, do not try to wipe it off, as it will smear and stain the stone. The mortar should be allowed to set until dry and crumbly, and then brushed off with a dry whisk broom. When the mortar joints become firm, 30 to 60 minutes, use a wooden or metal striking tool to rake out the excess mortar to the desired depth, while at the same time forcing the mortar into the joints so as to thoroughly seal the stone edges. Do not use wet brushes or sponges to wipe the joints or clean the mortar off the face of the stone, as it will smear and stain. Also, you should never use wire brushes or acid on the stone surface. Standard grout is when the joints are roughly a finger width apart. The joints will be slightly recessed from the stone. This is commonly done to achieve a traditional look. Jointless or dry stack is when there are minimal joints shown. This look creates a unique installation in which it looks like the stones were dry fit together. First, follow steps 1 through 10 from the standard installation. For a jointless, dry stacked installation, the stone is applied from the bottom up. Apply the mortar generously to the back of each stone to allow ample mortar to squeeze out around all edges of the stone. Prior to setting each stone, apply a thin bead of mortar with a grout bag to the edges of all previously installed adjacent stone. Once your project is complete, it doesn't mean your relationship with Stonecraft is over. Stonecraft is there to support its product with a 50-year limited warranty. Stonecraft veneer is the perfect accent to any home or commercial building. The variety of profiles and colors provides you with the flexibility to customize your project. For detailed information about Stonecraft products, installation, specifications, stone care, and warranty, visit our website www.stonecraft.com. Stonecraft. Texture for living.